crumble and fall. Yeah, yeah, so they will at this time. Yahshua rules over all. Hey. Jericho walls keep crumbling down, down, down. Jericho walls, they keep crumbling down, down, down. Well, people in the city, the way you're forced to live is not pretty. Too much bloodshed and poverty. Man has lost sanity. Out of politics, commerce and religion flee. You know Babylon touch nothing and clean humanity. Hail the King, conquering Lion, the Nazarene. The walls keep crumbling down, down, down. Jericho walls, they keep crumbling down. They must go down. Though the clergy, they might dispute, except my knowledge they cannot refute. Judgment must execute. Babylon, your system is doomed. Open the scripture, what do I see? Yahweh kingdom everlasting. I said your system is of no use for me. It's been a curse, I want blessings. The walls, these walls keep crumbling down, down, down. The city walls, the walls keep crumbling down, must go down. But Israel's hope, our hope is on solid ground, solid ground. Yes, Israel's hope. I said our hope is on solid ground, on solid ground. That's right. Up to the land of milk and honey we go, or to the land where the blessings flow, as it was written in the ancient scroll. Like the prophets foretold of a system of justice and equality. That's Yahweh's kingdom, that's how it will be forever. Blessing, but Lord will be free. Lord will be, Lord will be free. Babylon, Jericho keep crumbling down, must go down. Yeah, yeah. Set the captive free. must follow. This is reality, yes I know. Where he leads, blessings follow. That's why we trodden on his kingdom road. Kingdom road. We always in the sun. Kingdom road. The light of Zion. Kingdom road. Redemption time has come. Kingdom road. Kingdom road. We always in the sun. Kingdom road. So I know we can make the change for the better. That's right. There's a better way. Now is the day that we have a time. Don't let it slip away. You can make the change in all your life. Be an example. Shine the light. Oh, oh, there's a better way. Now is the day that we have a time. Don't let it slip away. You can make the change in all your life. Be an example, shine the light. Well, take it to heart. Everything in the world plays its part. Remember Lot's wife turned to a pillar of salt. Nothing they could do to stop this from reaching you. Seeking for see how you want, you know just what to do. Many carved and the chosen few. But no matter what you have, remember him that gave his life for you. So you could take your stand, and then you'll overstand the universal covenant he made with Abraham. There's a better way. Now is the day that you have a time. Don't let it slip away. You can make a change in all your life. Be the example and shine your light. Oh, oh, there's a better way. Now is the day that you have a time. Don't let it slip away. We can make this change in all your life. Be the example and shine the light. Well, governments give, they will take away. Like Sodom and Gomorrah, they're corrupt in other ways. Don't you be confused and don't be captivated. The lifestyle that they choose is completely overrated. They murder, they rob, they rape and abuse. On top of it all, the earth they pollute. The preacher, the teacher, and the recruit. Well, all of them are running from the rising of the truth. There's a better way. Now is the day that you have a time. Don't let it slip away. You can make the change in all your life. Be an example, shine the light. Oh, oh, there's a better way. Now is the day that you have a time. Don't let it slip away. Hey, hey. You can make the change. Yeah. Well, I know something must give. Remember, Eve came from Adam's rib. Out of one, so as one, we must live. One God, one King, one righteous community. Once lost, now found. Everybody know they do. Many roads, many rivers. It's up to your choosing. One leads to life, the other you lose. And rejoice and proclaim.
Hey,
your
what's
cry
up?
was not in vain. Well, I may fade away, but His word remains the same. There's a better way. Now is the day that you have
Yo,
a time. Don't let it
how's it
slip
going, sir?
away.
Pretty good, man. How you?
Doing good. Doing good. Can't complain. Shabbat.
Yeah. Yep.
No, but no, I didn't catch the catch you being a part of their stream.
Yeah, I went on Bruce's channel earlier today. It was good, you know, we were having a good discussion. I think Bruce wanted to have the discussion, but it's just like, you know, Veckel came up and just kind of wanted to talk over me and stuff, so I just got frustrated and
I heard about that, but I heard about Beckel coming in and talking to other people, but I didn't know it was you though. Maybe they mentioned it was dirty. I can't remember. But yeah, I only got like the last hour or so. I slept late.
yeah. And that's the thing with Ryan too, man. I like the guy and I like his channel, but he just doesn't like my viewpoint, so he doesn't want to talk about it. He doesn't want to hear about it. So it's like, I ain't gonna be going back there, dude. He's always disrespecting me, you know, talking over me, and I don't know, dude. I liked Ryan too, man. I wanted to like talk with Lou because he seems to actually want to have the discussion, and ask the questions that need to be asked. But it's just like Ryan, man, he just doesn't want to hear it. He don't want to talk about it. He heard about it once and he's like, nope, I don't want to question you on it at all. I just want you to shut up. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
But,
I've had good talks with Ryan and Lou, but there's definitely points where people get cranky.
yeah. And I get frustrated too, man.
You got a like really good microphone?
I don't know, not really.
I was just curious.
It's just like a pawn shop. I think it's called Blue. That's the brand, Blue.
Yeah, I don't know enough about microphones. I was just curious. Seems like you're, well, just watching my stream anyway, you were like going off into the red, so I was trying to quiet you down a little bit.
Oh, I might have my settings up all the way.
Oh, you're good. I got it now.
Screaming in the mic on Bruce's channel.
Yeah. I got it good. I was trying to get it balanced out with like my vocal volume, I guess.
Yeah.
That way it didn't look like I was whispering and you were screaming.
Right.
But yeah, I think that's a lot better.
Yeah, I was trying to crank it up as loud as I could so I could scream at Beckel, dude.
That's great.
Yeah.
Man, I tried searching for my channel and I think I need to change my name to my channel name or something. I don't know. Like, I was having trouble finding it. So.
Finding your channel on YouTube?
Yeah. So I don't know if there's something else I need to change or what the deal is.
Yeah, there's another guy with the same name, and he's got 2,000 subs.
Right.
So maybe that's part of it. Yeah, I can't really find your channel either. I mean, I'm already subbed, but
right, yeah. I think that's part of it. No, that's not gonna work. What am I doing?
So my whole viewpoint, right? Pretty much.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know if there's something you want to talk about, but I think that since in my view the scribes and Pharisees have been kind of adding their own traditions into the Bible a little bit, and in my view, I think that they might have added the whole thing about sundown to sundown also, because they're basing it off of Genesis, right? And the way I read Genesis, it seems like the new day starts at midnight. And when I read the New Testament and when I read various other parts of the Bible, I always come to the conclusion that the new day starts at midnight,
Gotcha.
And so, I mean, it seems like maybe out of safety, they wanted to say, well, we'll just start it at sundown so that because nobody really knows when midnight happens, nobody's awake or anything. So it's like, in my view, those, wicked, corrupt priests changed the Sabbath to start on Friday so that they would, cause everyone to sin, cause everyone to technically not keep the Sabbath. I mean, I don't know. It's just a theory. I'm not like dead set on it or anything, but
Gotcha.
it seems like they might have had their it's possible that they could have changed the Sabbath from Saturday from midnight to midnight, and just kind of reduce it back a day. I don't know.
Right, I gotcha.
I could be wrong. I guess it is tradition that for the Jews all throughout time they started the day at sundown. Apparently, that's the tradition. So.
Happening here. I'm breaking stuff. Trying to fix my screen. I think I just broke my stream. Sorry for the dead air. I don't know
That's
what I'm
all right.
doing here.
I can keep talking if you want.
Yeah, go for it.
I mean, like in my view, like I don't really know because I was on the fence about the Sabbath up until recently, and now I fell over the fence on the side of the Sabbath. I think that we're supposed to keep the Sabbath, but I still haven't really decided. I'm on the fence about which day we should keep it, when that day starts, things like that, Like, I know that there's people who keep it on Saturday, and most of Christianity keeps it on Sunday. And, some people keep it from sundown to sundown. Some people keep it from midnight to midnight. And so there's a lot of options there, and you kind of want to figure out which one is the right option. I mean,
Right.
I don't know. In my view, it seems like the Sabbath is technically the seventh day of the business week, like whereas our fiscal year might not be the same as the actual year. And so it's like the fiscal week, for tax purposes or for whatever type of purposes, our week in the United States officially ends on Sunday. And so the seventh day of the business week is Sunday in the U.S. I mean, and so, I know that the Romans changed it, but in my view, it really doesn't matter who changed it. It just matters whichever country you go to, whichever day is the seventh day of the business week for that country, then that would be the Sabbath. I mean, I don't know. Because it's really for business purposes. You're not supposed to work on the seventh day. It has to do with business, and work. And so to me, it's like we can decide whatever. If we voted to make Wednesday the last day of the business week for business purposes, then the Sabbath would be on Wednesday. I mean, to me, it doesn't really make a difference. And the fact that Sunday is like the day that all the Christians take off from work and no businesses are opened and stuff like that. So if you actually keep Sabbath on Saturday, then it's almost becomes like a burden because you're losing 2 days now because you can't buy or sell on Sunday as well because everybody else is keeping Sunday. So it's if you try to keep Saturday, then now you're doing 2 days, and it's like so it almost becomes a burden. It's like the people are turning the Sabbath into a burden, and I don't want that.
Right. Yep. I'm with you there.
Yeah, so it's just, I guess everybody's got to decide for themselves. Is Nunya there? I think he's got me blocked too. We're kind of like enemies, you know.
Gotcha.
If he wants to come up, I'll drop down because I didn't really have much to talk about, anyways, you know. And I didn't really want to get into any big debates or anything.
Well, I mean, like, I don't know. You were talking about getting over talked earlier. I wanted to provide an ear.
Yeah,
I don't mind if you
that's cool.
need somebody to talk to.
I mean, but like I said, I mean, I'm all talked out. I've been yelling at freaking Veckel, and you know, it's just like I just don't want to debate and get into it. I mean, I would like to have just like a good, honest discussion with like Nunya, you know, about this Sabbath thing. You know, like what does he think about? Well, I can probably guess that he thinks I'm an idiot, but you know, what does he think about what I said? You know, technically it's the 7th day of the business week, you know, so it's like we can decide whatever business week we want. It could be Wednesday. Who cares? It's just the business week that God cares about. I mean, I don't know. What do you think about that, Yahoo?
About the Sabbath?
Yeah.
I think that you can look up the word Saturday in pretty much any language and find some form of the word Sabbath.
Yeah, okay. So it's like God made Saturday the Sabbath. He didn't make Sunday the Sabbath. He didn't make Wednesday the Sabbath. He made it Saturday, and so we should be doing it Saturday.
Yeah,
Basically.
but I mean, like, as far as just not working and buying or selling, like, I don't know. That's really all it says, so.
Yeah, and like everybody seems to think, well, that's the day of worship. And it's like, no, every day is the day of worship. That's just the day where you don't work. You know, it has nothing to do with worship. It's a way to worship, but, you know, and like you said, it's kind of like date night, you know, with God. You know, it's like date night.
Yeah, yeah.
But it just has to do with work, you know. It has to do with carrying a load, you know. You're not supposed to work on the Sabbath. It doesn't, you know, and since you're not working, well, now you've got time to go and fellowship with everybody and go meet up at the synagogue and have fellowship and talk about God, you know.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, like my problem is that since Sunday is kept by the rest of the world, and I can't buy or sell on Sunday, basically. So if I try to keep Sabbath on Saturday, now I can't buy and sell on 2 days of the week, you know, because Sunday is already their day, you know. It's officially the 7th day of the business week, and nobody buys and sells, and it's like now I'm losing 2 days when I don't think that's what God wants us to do, you know.
Are you live in like a small town or something where everything's closed on Sunday?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you there.
And I mean, okay, so the thing about sundown also, it's like, dude, what if you live in Alaska? The sun never goes down for like 3 months, dude. You know what I mean? There is no sundown. So how can it be at sundown? The sundown changes. Like right now where I live, sundown goes down at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It's like, you know, because it's winter. And so it depends on the planet where you live when sundown actually occurs. And it's like, yeah. So how can it be at sundown? It's impossible for the Sabbath to start.
So what
at
you're
sundown.
saying is in the wintertime you have a shorter work day and it's easier because there's not as much work to do.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's terrible.
Yeah.
That's so much bondage.
But I mean, what if you live up in Alaska and the sun never goes down? And you're like, well, still Friday, you know,
Right.
the sun just won't go down.
That's great. I don't know how it is up north. You know, I
That's
haven't
why I think the
spent a whole
day
lot of time
always
up
started
there.
at midnight. Even in like Genesis 1:1, where it says, then evening and then morning, the first day. So it's like morning begins at midnight. So,
Oh yeah,
when you say
I know
then,
plenty of Hebrews that think the day starts at sunrise and not sunset. I mean,
really sunrise and not sunset.
yeah,
I think it starts at midnight, not sunrise, not sunset, but midnight. And I know it's hard to tell when midnight occurs because the sun is on the opposite side of the earth, but they still have an hourglass and they can, it's like, like evening means this, like the sun is going away from you. So from noon till midnight, that's evening. And then when the sun starts coming back towards you, that's morning. And so from midnight until noon, that's morning.
no, I get it. Yeah, I'm with you.
What's he saying in the chat?
He's talking with Chris.
All right. Yeah, I guess it's not like a big deal or anything, but if you want to keep the Sabbath, you're going to have to establish when it starts, when it ends, what day of the week. Those are all things that we all need to consider,
Yeah, but I'm not going to be a Pharisee and tell you how to do it.
Yeah.
I don't know, somebody explained it to me, it's kind of like the military, like the orders come down, here's your objective, here's the couple of simple rules that you need to follow, everything else is on you. However you get that, it's the law of liberty, not the law of bondage.
Uh-huh.
And then,
sounds like something Paul said.
Whenever he comes back, he can set us all out on which calendar's right and when a day starts and
Yeah.
how long our seats need to be and
Right.
all that good stuff, man.
Yeah, a lot of little issues.
I'm happy that people just want to obey what he said.
Right. I can agree with that. Well, I appreciate you having me up, dude. I think I'm gonna drop down, but it was good talking to you for a bit.
Yeah, man, anytime. I got 2 ears. Stop by, shoot me an email, whatever.
Alright, cool, man.
Gotta blow that shofar nice and loud. There's something we could argue over. Do we use trumpets? Do we use silver trumpets? Is it the ram's horn or the kudu horn? Or does it not even matter? Probably not. I think you should make a joyful noise. Blow whatever horn of any type that you can. I live out in like the rolling hills, so you can like get that shofar to echo for miles. It's great. And I don't know what is going on with my dropped frames, man. I'm only uploading at 3,000 kilobytes per second. What is my internet speed? Because I should not be having any issues. That's not the right tab. %63 dropped frames is not good.
And it shall come to pass in the final days that the house of Adonai will be established above all nations, and people will come out of the world and say, teach us thy ways. Your government shall rise, yea. Better open your
My upload is 40 megabytes a second. How am I not able to get 3 to run my stream? Things don't work the way they're supposed to.
And I heard a great voice out of the temple saying to the 7 angels,
My volume, my mic's low?
vials of wrath of Elohim upon the earth.
Doesn't look like it.
And the first went
Hmm.
and poured out his vial upon the earth. And there fell
Let's
a
see
noisome,
what I can do
grievous sword
here.
upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worshipped his image. And the second angel poured out his vial upon the sea, and it became as the blood of
Doesn't
a
look
dead
like I can
man.
turn it up anymore either.
His soul died in the sea. And the third angel poured out his vial upon the rivers
It is low though.
of
I see that now.
and they became blood.
That's
I
wild.
heard the angel of the waters say, Thou art righteous, O Yahweh, which art and was and shall be, because thou hast judged us.
Yeah, I thought it was OBS that was giving me trouble, so I switched to Streamlabs. But this does not appear to be any better. It's still dropping frames. Yep, I don't know what to do here. It's driving me crazy though. It's not a software issue or hardware issue, that's for sure. None of my equipment is having trouble. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry guys. Like frogs come out of the mouth of the dragon, out of the mouth of the beast, and out of the mouth of the false prophet. For they are the spirits of devils. Don't see another setting that I could possibly turn it up.
Kings of the earth and of the whole world to gather them to the battle of that great day of El Shaddai. Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watches and keeps his garments, lest he walk naked and they see his shame. And he gathered them together into a place
I don't know.
called in the Hebrew tongue.
Don't know what to do.
Fell, and great Babylon
Oh, sorry about that. Just noticed you were here.
Oh, you're right. Just got here. You sound a little bit louder on StreamYard.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is.
Well, you're quiet when we're in any other of the other room. Remember how I always talk over you because I don't, I don't usually know you're talking. I can barely. I think you're just a soft talker, is all.
Yeah,
because I could hear, I could hear dirty. I mean, without putting my ear to the speaker, but every time you said this, I'd have to stick the phone up to my ear. I mean, no offense. I'm just saying.
I don't know what the issue is.
Oh, I heard that. Somebody got a voicemail.
Right.
A notification. I think Jamie is either doing a live show or he's doing a teaching or something. He just kind of, one of his notifications came up.
Oh yeah.
But it's I think the title was something like don't be something about being pregnant during Armageddon, because it's kind of genius. People that like dog on the Sabbath, like, oh, every day is the Sabbath.
Right.
Jesus even said, pray that your flight is not on the Sabbath. So if he's talking about the end of days, I don't know. Sounds like the Sabbath is still intact.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think it's just a short clip of like his cat or something. I don't know, maybe I missed it.
So you know my situation on the good Lord told me to wait, and I've been getting kind of nervous this last week because I think after Thanksgiving, like even on Friday, now the government may be closed on Friday, but Friday after Thanksgiving, I'm going to file for unemployment and start looking for a job. I assume I can.
If you
I'm
don't
pretty
break
much
your
sure
ankle whenever you stand up.
and that's what I'm going to say. I was sleeping today, and this buddy of mine, he must be in jail or something, but his mom stopped by to give me a $25 card to the supermarket, and thank God the supermarket place had a gas station, so I put 10 on the car in my car, but I got toilet paper. I was down to my last roll of toilet paper. And but when she knocked on the door, I jumped out of bed and stubbed my toe. It's bleeding. I'm like, I can't get a job with a bleed. How am I going to walk? It's like I was so happy that the good Lord spoke. Oh my God! I'm sorry to say that. Forgive me, but I was. It's just so clear. It is every time. In fact, just her knocking on the door when I'm on my last roll of toilet paper. Oh my! I mean, it wasn't low. I wasn't. I'm not lying, and I had plenty left. I'm just saying she came at the right just before. In fact, it was 1:30 in the afternoon. I had time to, and it gets sundown here about 5:30. I had 4 hours to take care of everything. It worked out beautiful.
Nice. Very awesome.
But no, Dirty talking about that Sabbath. That's so true because back in the day, they would light signal fires for the renewed moon. When the new month started, they would light a signal fire, and there I've actually seen people go to these places like from Jerusalem and then a couple miles northeast in Jericho. Jericho? Is it Jericho? Whatever's just northeast of Jerusalem there, and then even just north of there, they would on another hilltop they would have another place, and then a couple miles north of that another place. But every guy would light a signal fire, showing the entire nation. So yeah, if we have Sabbath, like here in Omaha, my Sabbath starts at 5:30 approximately when the sun goes down. Well, the sun goes down about 5, whatever. But if an hour west of here, one time zone west of here, the Sabbath is going to be an hour later. 2 time zones, it's going to be an hour later. So if it's Sabbath in Israel like 8 hours ago, I think it ought to be worldwide all at once, because we have friends in Australia, and we're starting Sabbath, and we're all doing our Friday night Sabbath fellowshipping, and these people from Australia are like, yeah, it's Saturday, night here, or Saturday afternoon here already. And it's like, dude, we're not giving the good Lord a rest. The good Lord has got to observe the Sabbath like in 24 different time zones to go around the world. And I think it ought to be an international, like, boom, in Jerusalem right now, it's Sabbath. So yeah, 3 in the morning here in Omaha, that's when the Sabbath starts. We could easily get used to it. But yeah, it doesn't come down to, it does not come down to, we are saying you have to worship that day. It comes down to, it is a set apart day that you rest, you cook your food in advance. I wouldn't really buy anything on that day. It's kind of fine, but I really wouldn't. And you worship and you congregate holy. Now to say, oh, I just do that on Sunday, that's kind of fine, but you're essentially following Roman Catholicism, who actually changed it. They didn't just say, oh, you can worship any day or what. They said, no, the Sabbath is now Sunday, and it is our mark of authority by God Almighty, who told Peter that you can loose what you loose and bind what you bind, giving Pope Peter, the first pope, according to the Roman Catholics. There's a list in my Catholic Bible, and Peter is the first pope, all the way up through John Paul or whoever the current pope is. There's a list in this Bible, and it's just not true at all. And they say and the reason. So number one, we can change the Sabbath to Sunday, because we have that authority. And number two, it's verified because so many people follow us. it's damnable circular reasoning that does not jive with the Bible at all. At all. If we lose count of like what day of the week it is, you're still going to have, or if you're a doctor, a nurse, a cop, a fireman, you know, they all have to work on the Sabbath. If you are in, or like me, back when I worked at Walmart, we had to stock the shelves literally every day. Now I told them I can't work on Sabbath, and they helped me with that, and I never did work a Sabbath. It was beautiful. But no, if you have to work, or maybe you just came to Torah and you can't get out of working, but you can make it so that you only work 6 days out of the week, and then whatever day you have off can be your Sabbath. I see no problem with that. Because there's two parts to the Sabbath. 6 days, get all your work done in 6 days, and then rest on the seventh. So yeah, if you have to work on a Friday, at least do the other part. Only work 6 days a week, in my opinion.
Yep, trying is better than rebelling, that's for sure.
Yeah, to be a law hater, oh my gosh, it's like, what are you against me or the Lord or the Bible? What are you against that you have to argue? You know, Sunday is it's fine that Sunday is the new Sabbath because Jesus was raised on Sunday. It's like, well, number one, he was raised on the Saturday, and number two, no, even the Catholics in their debates will tell you, nowhere in Scripture will you find that the Sabbath has been changed to Sunday. And then they go on to say it is our mark of authority by God, and then they'll explain it away. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not a good. I don't want to be explaining away my sins of lust or murder. I have murdered people with my words. I have stolen from my daughter by going to the bar instead of going home and spending time with her. You know, it's like explaining away your sins. It's like, goodness, just do it Saturday. What's so hard about it? And if you think it's sitting in a darkened room, you know, twiddling your thumbs, it's not like that at all. It is for you. It was made for man. It's like a gift to us. To us. In the list of feasts in Leviticus 23, it starts out, these are the feasts. 6 days you shall work, the seventh is a Sabbath. These are your feasts. 6 days you will work, the seventh is a Sabbath. And then it lists the feasts. If it's telling you 2 times in 4 verses that the Sabbath is a feast, you better pay attention to it. It's fun and easy.
God didn't mean what he said, right?
No, he was just joking. It was all temporary. And Jesus came along following those exact rules to a T, just so that he could die and get away and do away with them. Yeah, he didn't come to abolish the law. He came to abolish the law. Yeah, right.
Oh my goodness, this is...
I think the Jews following the Sabbath to such an extent that they won't even tear their toilet paper. You can buy pre-cut toilet paper in Israel, going to such extremes. I think that really gave the Sabbath a bad name, in my opinion.
That is ridiculous, man. Like, how is it not more work to get it out than it is to rip the toilet paper? Like, just, jeez.
Oh, I've seen videos of
do
little...
they take laxatives the day before too, so that it just falls out and they don't have to, like, you know,
even touch it? Yeah, don't even have to do the work of reaching behind. Oh my gosh, no. Ugh,
right.
Ugh. But no, I don't want to give the impression that I don't want to give the impression that you can do anything and just go willy-nilly. There are rules, but really, the rules are
what
not...
is there, like 3? Maybe 3 rules?
Yeah, work 6, the the manna told us is a good model that you should get your food prepared first. But that manna that they cooked the night before, they could reheat the next day, or just fast, or make a sandwich, or make some cereal. Me, I just Well, just for instance, a frozen pizza to me is fine. It's already prepared. If I want to have I have like today, for instance, I had some ground beef, so I cooked three
You
hamburgers
turned
and
your
put them in
stove on? Oh my
before
goodness.
Sabbath,
Oh,
before Sabbath, and I would turn it.
I
And
was
believe you
pulling
me,
out my bag of stones, sir.
I would happily turn my stove on again to reheat it, but I would not turn my stove on to like make the hamburger. But no, the hamburger's already cooked, ready to go. And believe me, when I'm doing my feast and somebody walks in my front door and they're hungry, I've got food for them prepared. They're so happy. They're like, because I'm not, I told you I'm a fast food kind of guy. I don't even know how to cook.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody comes here and I'm like, hey, I've got tap water, but I don't really have anything to drink. Oh, actually, I've got some goulash I just made. Are you hungry? Oh yeah, I'm starving. I'm starving. Yeah, it's too clear that that's the way it should be. And it's just sad that people will say, well, the law is done away with. I only follow the 10 commandments. And it's like, right, you're forgetting about the fourth. Come on.
Right. Dirty, I'm not sure how Mike does it. Well, actually, I guess I am kind of sure how Mike does it, but he can correct me if I'm wrong. But we do start the yearly calendar on Israel time, and then we just keep the day on our time. I'm assuming that's how Mike does it.
Yeah, Abib, ABIB, can be found an easy Google search. If you type in ABIB and then either Bible or KJV after that, it'll search in the Bible Abib, and there's 3 times in the KJV it speaks of the month of the Abib. We call it Aviv, AVIV. It's a state of ripeness of barley, and since the barley was smitten on the with the hailstones, but the wheat was fresh and only bent over. And God said, "This will be the first of your months." It's just clear. You have to have a renewed moon, and the barley has to be in such a state of ripeness that by the 15th, well, shortly after the 15th, when you do your first fruits wave offering, that the barley would have to be ready to pick. So we actually have people in Israel, Deborah's date tree. She'll examine dozens of barley fields. There's wild barley growing on the Mount of Olives. Monsanto has greenhouses growing barley. Their barley's ready in like February. It's like we don't even want to go to that crap. There's other. They'll go through dozens of barley fields, examining it, to make sure to see if we have to add another month or not. So every year that comes around, as far as the Jews are concerned, it perfectly syncs itself. Whereas in America, we have every 4 years another day is added, but you don't do it on a year ending in 000 or something like that. There's so many technicalities that they're trying to produce an algorithm, and that's what the Sadducees did when they disbanded in the year 135. When they because the Jews were oppressed, they had lost their temple in 768 or 70, and then they were still around for a little bit. Finally, when the Sanhedrin disbanded, they came up with an algorithm, and that's why we see on our printed calendars today that years in advance we will know when Passover is. Whereas if you follow the biblical calendar, you never know when the first month is until it actually comes around and you examine the barley.
Right. Gotcha.
Oh, you probably knew that already and just let me talk, but boy, thank you.
I like listening, man. Don't mind at all. I think I was gonna
But
follow up with something, but I already forgot what it was, so it doesn't matter. It
yeah, I
wasn't
talked
important.
about.
No, you're good, man. That was good. I'm still trying to fix stuff over here. Like I was trying to talk in chat and it wouldn't let me, and I tried signing in, and then it was just like, oh, this isn't gonna work. So I'm just over here messing with my stream, not having a great time. But yeah, anyway. shouldn't be working on it anyway.
Oh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. No, it's like your job. You don't you're not doing this computer work as a job. That's
Oh,
perfectly
right,
fine.
right, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Or a trucker. Shut that truck down on the Sabbath. Drive your car around and all you want. Go to Burger King. I don't care. Well, I don't know if I do that, but I'm just saying. You want to go fishing? You want to go water skiing? Go, go. It's a day for you and your family. It
Yep.
should be fun, but I don't want people to get the impression that it's this whole Perry the preacher Sabbath where you can just anything goes. I can do anything. No, no,
I'm
it's a
gonna
set
have to
apart.
figure out who this Perry the Preacher is. Everyone talks about
Oh,
him,
don't
but I
even
have
get,
no
oh,
idea.
don't
I
even,
have no idea.
oh, I got nothing against people smoking cigarettes or even pot for that matter, unless they're 16 years old and a dropout living in their grandma's basement. If you're 30 or something and you want to smoke a joint on your front porch, I got no problem with that. But he'll sit there in front of the camera, smoking a cigarette, drinking a beer, cussing in front of his kids who are 8, 11, and 15, saying he is incapable of sinning.
Woof.
That yeah, the wolf is right. Yeah, that is Perry the Preacher.
I mean, it probably should have been a whoa.
Yeah.
But yeah, good miss.
All you got to do is say a little prayer, and God and Jesus will be with you always. You'll never sin again. And then we're like, well, you mean if you sin, you can repent? No, 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 just once. You just need to repent once. What? What?
That is that's
Crazy.
wild. That is wild.
And I love you, a beautiful woman. Yes, I'm gonna be so good to you. Oh, you're my lady.
Oh, where's my music?
I love you,
Need to get something else going.
gonna be so good
Let's
to
get something a little more upbeat. That has a warning before you listen to it, because it might offend somebody. That's the stuff you gotta listen to.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what. If you're willing to
Praise,
take a chance, I got to
praise
suggest.
is live.
Praise I am.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think those guys are too scary for me on the Sabbath. I'm not into the. Maybe later I'll go over and see what kind of OSAS they're preaching over there. Doesn't he preach OSAS too? I think.
Probably. What was your recommendation?
My song recommendation? I'm not sure if the video is clean or not. The words are clean, and I love it. I rock to it. Well, the title of it is called Steeple. I forget the singer. Haley.
Hailstorm?
Hailstorm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh man, I just jammed to that. It's like, oh, that's it up there at the top. Yeah. And like I say, if it's dirty video, yeah, thank you.
I'd say we can fix that.
But no, the words are perfectly fine. As long as you understand they're a metaphor, like a steeple. We don't do like a good Baptist church steeple. But if you understand, like me and you congregating right now, this is my church. This is my kingdom. This is my cathedral. You are my people. That's the lyrics. Yeah, I love that song.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Mike's pretty right. It's a day of rest, like off of work. Like quit making money and go do something, or just relax, or be with your family. Yeah, something like that. I mean, you can get gas before the Sabbath in your boat and go water skiing. Right? There's plenty of things you can do. Go for a hike. Maybe not in the wintertime. Maybe for our friends down in the southern hemisphere, they can go for a hike. But yeah.
Oh yeah, it's what is it, springtime there or something? Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, I haven't got to listen to any of your music yet, Chris.
Chris is a singer?
He does techno music.
That brother's a Golden Gloves champ. Well, back in the day at least.
Was he?
Yeah, can you believe that? Isn't that cool?
Alright, I forget how old he said he was gonna be. I didn't believe him. Yeah, I was like, there's no way that dude's gonna be 48. That is crazy. I thought like maybe 40.
Lucas? Chris Lucas?
Yeah. I
No
couldn't believe
way.
it. That's what I said. I hope I still got all that energy at 48. That doesn't seem like I got it now. Maybe in another 20 years I'll gain that much energy. I don't know. Like 10 years?
Yeah, he works
I don't know
70
how to
hours
do
a
math.
week. Puts out video after video. Dude's a worker, man.
Yeah, and then still finds all the time to read those books.
Yeah. Yeah.
We can listen to this. It's pretty good.
You know, you didn't like mine, huh?
No, we listened to it. I just didn't have it up very loud.
Oh, I didn't even hear nothing.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Just the stream can hear it, but you can't hear it.
Oh, yeah, don't do it again then. No, don't worry about it.
Gotcha. Yeah, I don't like that part. I don't know how to get sound into the chat. And then you're probably on your phone, so you can't play the audio anyway, because it'll echo. So yeah, I don't know. The
Well,
people
I got
watching at least can enjoy.
yeah, because it would be kind of hard to go back and forth on my phone to the thing, but I can hit it up on my TV.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. What the heck? What's what is this on YouTube? What's the name of your YouTube channel or what the heck?
DJ Liquid Smooth, is that who you're talking about? That's Chris Lucas. It's his like other channel.
No, how'd you get on?